This is a Valiant Star podcast. Enjoy.
What's good, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast, episode 52. And as always, it's me, Patty, and with me is...
Lenny.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Jack.
I'm Antonio.
And I'm Dan. And we are the Backyard
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Yeah, I'm playing that now. Thank you.
That was really smooth. Not gonna lie.
For the first time in a long time.
Reading lines isn't that hard.
I really thought you were gonna say episode 52, the redo.
Episode 50. No, I would have said episode 52 while I could boogaloo.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Wait, all the
Okay.
episodes of Backyardigans are on. Okay, let's go.
I think so. Yeah, but they're marked on YouTube.
Yeah.
They're probably
Yeah.
marked as for kids.
Most likely.
Not
I
definitely,
can just watch them. That's all that matters.
definitely not for kids.
Yeah.
So this episode is a very. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a review. We kind of talked about it a little earlier before we recorded. It's like first impressions, but of a recent game that we all got a chance to play.
Low-key addicted to at times.
I haven't
No.
played with
Yes.
you, Brandon. I have not played with you.
Yeah,
It's,
yeah.
it's like what Patty said. It's a rule.
It was that
Bottom
one
frags
time.
have to get kicked.
No,
I mean, we haven't played regular matches with Dan.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
haven't
why.
gone online yet.
Yeah, we've only played custom games.
I mean,
So
which
get-
are more fun either way. So
So the game we're talking about is Valorant.
And better
So-
content for me.
Yes. So we're gonna be
Less
like
support.
doing our first impressions of it, and also doing a little kind of like fun thing, music wise for that game. But before we do that, let's do some news. It's kind of light.
News.
I want to make a jingle out of that.
okay.
There's some WandaVision news, sort of. It is kind of big if what it says is true, and what the characters or the actor might be playing a returning character. So from the X-Men universe, the Quicksilver from that X-Men universe, has
Evan
been-
Peters.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
him.
I'm
has
so
been-
excited for that.
he's been cast in a role in WandaVision.
But do
So-
we know? Do we know what role, or we don't know that yet?
Not at all.
I'm calling it. He's not even gonna play Quicksilver.
I hope not.
He's gonna play an extra. He's gonna play like a really irrelevant character that's there for like maybe
A
half
couple
an episode. No, half.
I was
an
gonna play.
episode.
He's gonna be like the guy in the audience.
Well, I was more gonna say like he's a side character that does something, but like
Or like an
isn't
Easter egg, like we just see him.
No, I think he's gonna actually play Quicksilver because with Scarlet WandaVision, it's going to tie into Doctor Strange, the Darkness into Madness, so it could end up being like the multiverse
Yeah,
thing.
but that's not funny.
Well,
It's
like the
funny.
other dude as
It's
Quicksilver.
funny if they cast the guy and don't even use him for the right purpose.
well, here's the thing. If you do that, you kind of open the door to like, oh well, Hugh
X-Men.
Jackman.
Hey, you want your job back? You want your job back?
He doesn't want his job. He don't want
I
to
know
be
exactly.
anymore.
Hugh Jackman isn't coming back, but
Neither is Patrick Stewart, who
well, I
plays
mean, his life got
Professor
ruined by the
Xavier.
Emoji Movie. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's when you know your career's over. You're in the Emoji Movie.
As the poop
playing
emoji.
a
Come
literal
on.
piece of
Sir
shit.
Patrick Stewart
Oh,
got cast as the poop emoji. Come on.
Piece of
at
shit.
least he got some money. But is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
Poor
Yeah.
I
Patrick
watched that
Stewart.
movie and it was weird.
The Emoji Movie.
Yeah.
What was it even about? Like, what can you even do with that movie?
Because well, you see, Gene, the emoji was like, okay, I don't want to be a meh emoji anymore. I want to be a happy emoji, and it's all about not being put into stereotypes. I think I don't know. I watched
Yeah.
that film video
There's
about
also a subplot of teenage romance.
Have
yeah,
you
with
seen
a
the Lego
goth
movie?
emoji. I don't even know what she was.
Have you seen the Lego movie, Brandon?
Yes.
Which one?
The first one?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I was
All
gonna
I
say,
know is the song.
it's basically that, but done poorly by the same studio or like a similar
Poorly
studio.
with emojis instead of
Yeah.
Legos.
It's like
Legos are at least like they're entertaining because you can do a lot with that.
they're Lego.
Yeah.
Is it
So
Lego or
Batman.
Legos?
Lego?
Lego.
Lego.
Okay.
The company's name is Lego.
Lego
the,
my Lego.
I was gonna say that. Fuck you.
But the
Yeah, well,
if
dare
you're talking
you.
about multiple Legos, you go with the S.
It's actually like I.
Yeah, Lego.
Legolos.
I was gonna say Lego
Ooh.
Eye.
Uh,
So
Okay, going
he's appearing undisclosed role. Next thing in news is something that Tones brought up with the Last of Us series.
Oh yeah. What the guy who's working on the Borderlands movie?
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I don't know what they said he's doing, but oh no, he's directing the first episode. That's what he's doing. Sorry, my bad.
That's him?
I believe so. Somebody who's working on the
Oh,
Borderlands
wait.
movie.
Do we want to talk about those again?
Wait. Do you remember the names?
No.
Petty?
Who?
The Borderlands people?
The director, Eli Roth.
No, the writer. Okay, it's one of the writers. It's Chernobyl.
Yeah, the
That's what it
writer
was.
for Chernobyl.
Yeah, so he's writing, or he's in talks to direct the first episode at least for HBO, the HBO series. So
Craig something, I remember his name. But then I just know that he did Chernobyl.
Craig Mazin.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
gives hope. Lots of hope.
What's next? Oh yeah, we talked about the Snyder Cut in the episode that didn't make it. But I don't know why the fan had to ask if it was gonna be confirmed, but like in the theatrical cut, the sky is red, and in Snyder's version is blue. And someone asked him, "Hey, will you change the sky?" And he's like, "Yep, totally. I will definitely do that." And I'm like, I understand it's his vision, but like I don't think that's the most important detail to like ask
Yo,
for.
to Snyder it is.
What?
He's an artist. You just don't understand.
I guess
that. Jesus Christ.
I just don't care about the Snyder cut. It's fine. Justice League was meh anyways, so it's fine.
Justice League was disappointing.
I never
We're gonna
saw
go from
the
a
Justice
mediocre movie to an
Me
all
neither,
right.
Wait,
I
you
don't-
watched you watched Suicide Squad, but not Justice League?
Yeah.
I don't even
I
know
know.
which one's worse.
Both.
Justice League probably.
Yeah, I say.
Yeah.
I say.
no. Justice League is more disappointing. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but from what I heard, it doesn't sound like it's terrible.
Like
sounds
Suicide
very
Squad
disappointing.
had Jared
It's-
Leto in it. If you expected
Right.
anything out
Yeah,
of that
Suicide
movie,
Squad was just bad.
you'd
You were talking about the cartoon series Justice League, right?
No,
No,
the live action one, the one where they
Live
all of a sudden
action.
brought in Aquaman and Flash and Cyborg.
Yeah, where Superman died.
And then he
then
comes back to
resurrect-
life.
He was
Right.
Yeah,
resurrected.
they resurrected him. He did the whole Jesus Christ.
Right,
that's unfortunate.
right.
Yes,
Yeah, Suicide
Superman's
Squad.
literally Jesus.
I mean, that is the symbolism
remember that now.
in those movies.
Yeah.
What would the Snyder Cut even be?
It'd
I'm
be
just trying
the
to think.
like
An-
so
An
cyborgs.
okay movie.
It'd be Cyborg's deleted scenes of okay. It would be Cyborg's deleted scenes of him in high school, like his life before.
Like playing football.
Yeah, so it's a change in the Flash's backstory, I think.
Why you gotta change the shit?
I think it's a slight change. I don't think it's a major change.
Because the DC universe wants to be perpetually mediocre.
Oh, and more Nightmare Batman stuff.
So they want to be mediocre, but in the different way of Marvel, where like instead of being mediocre, just like period, their average is mediocre. So they either have really good stuff or they have really shit stuff. So in the middle is just like where everything just ends up in the middle because of that. There's so many outliers that it just averages out to mediocrity.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
I would just call all of it trash and
Yeah,
call
but like
it a day.
when
But you
Joker
can't-
exists, I don't
yeah.
care if Joker isn't part of DC.
Except for
extended
him. That's the
universe.
only one that gets a pass. And specifically Margot Robbie. Just in general. Just her.
I mean, yes,
that
I
and
want
Joker.
her to be my
Those
mother.
those are the only two that get passes. Everything else, Honestly, I wish it was never made.
At this point, I just want Henry Cavill to be Geralt and just be done with it. I like him as Geralt.
I wonder how much he gets paid to play on a TV show.
It's a Netflix show, so I'm guessing it's a decent amount. Yeah.
I mean, probably have them under contract or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For that, especially because they already had like
You can't play
4
Superman.
seasons.
Oh
And
right,
Henry
and the
Cavill
season
was
stuff.
like, "Man, you drive a hard bargain. I'll really have to think about not being able to play Superman."
Oh no!
Even though I'm not playing Superman at this
Oh
very moment.
no!
So we got some very quick season 2 Mando news. By the way, I've caught up on the docu series.
I haven't watched the newest
haven't.
one yet. I started it,
I have.
the
I've
first
watched
10
them
minutes
all.
of it, and I stopped.
I've watched up to the 3rd episode still.
That practical episode really was so fascinating. I think I want to talk about it whenever that finishes, even if it's for a small.
I thought it was done.
I think there's another one.
How
or
many
2 more.
episodes is it gonna be? In
I
the
think it's
docu
8.
series?
Yeah, I would assume 8 as well.
Yeah, and right now it's 7, so I think another one.
I thought this last one was 8.
Oh, that was 7. Whatever, we'll look up later.
What I can do right now is search it up.
No, it's only got 6 episodes.
So the dude named Sam Hargrave, he was a second unit director for the series, and he says that the action has been taken to the next level. And he's worked on Deadpool 2, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, and the Chris Hemsworth movie called The Extraction. I think that's on Netflix.
Bro, that means we're gonna see
So-
Makara Dune whooping ass.
Yeah. Oh my God. Whenever
Dude,
talk
I'm
about
gonna
the
be
cast,
so pumped.
that's man, I actually cannot wait.
She's
Even
for
though
real gonna flip heads.
I wonder how long they're gonna do the show for. Because I hope Jon Favreau doesn't leave, because he has a really fascinating way of looking at things.
He really does.
He and other people pioneered a new way of filming stuff, which is awesome.
They have to put their brains and their heart together into one to create
Think
a
tank.
super beast.
And lastly, Spider-Verse 2 has begun production.
Yay!
So the lead animator says that today was the first day on the job, and they've made a brief logo video, I guess. So he tweeted out a brief. Okay, got it. And so that should be released sometime in 2022. But yeah, that's it for the things of this week. So you guys want to do?
news?
Percy
low rent?
Jackson and the Lightning
Oh.
Thief is on Disney Plus right now.
Like the movies?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the one movie, not the
That's-
2.
Oh,
Dude, that's
That's a little disgusting.
it's so bad.
I just
Is it
wanted
really-
to say that.
it's,
Why would you say that?
when I was a kid, I loved it just because it was Percy Jackson and because I read it. But looking at it now, it could have been better.
Yeah, I just
Oh, you mean good?
read the
Yeah, I
books
know, right?
recently, and then I watched the movie. The movie, literally, there are a few scenes from the movie that actually happened in the book. Other than that, the movie is
Missed-
just a different story.
Yeah, they missed
They just use the
The
same
book.
names and locations and various plot points, but other than that, it's not even
Oh.
remotely close.
They also used the song "Highway to Hell" on their way to go to hell. I remember
Yeah,
That's
that.
really bad.
hilarious.
That's the only
Alright.
part I remember, other than the Medusa fight.
Comedic
That's
genius.
Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Who
knew
plays?
She has a very
Oh.
recognizable face.
Yeah, I didn't realize that until recently when I rewatched the movies. I knew her face looked familiar. And I'm like, is this Uma Thurman? And then I searched it up, and it was.
It was Uma Thurman.
She played Kill Bill.
Oh, she played Medusa.
Yes,
Yeah,
we just said that.
No. I think my audio, not my audio. My, you know how my Wi-Fi has been ass lately,
Yeah.
so it was just quiet, and I heard her name, and I was like, "Oh,
Oh.
what?"
Sorry.
No,
They're
you're
snapping at you.
No, it's okay. It's my
It's
Wi-Fi.
not okay. Not
To
okay.
be fair,
Okay, let's continue, boys. You know, you guys are acting a little too cute right now, and don't appreciate it.
But anyways, let's talk about Valorant, a
Valorant.
game that has been on our radar for how long?
couple months.
More than that, I would say.
Several months.
I would say since
Since
beginning of the
October.
year. Yeah, end of the last year.
Oh,
I didn't even know it was that.
Yeah, me
because that's
neither.
when it
Well,
was
Patty's
announced.
that it's
I've
been on
known
Patty's
about
radar
it.
longer.
okay.
Because it
Good.
was at Riot's 10-year anniversary where they were like, we're making a shooter. And I was like, when?
Yeah.
Please, can you say now? Can you please say now? And then they didn't say now. And I was really sad.
Oh, okay. It was
They announced a lot of shit too, though. They announced a shooter,
Well, yeah,
a
they've
fighter.
got the fighting game we know nothing about.
Yeah.
The mobile game, which we know a lot about and is going into alpha in certain regions.
What is the mobile game?
It's
like a
called like
gacha?
Wild. No. It's League of Legends but mobile. You know those really bad like spin-off
Oh, like
movies?
Yeah.
Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
Got it.
they're making their own, like their official one. There's the card game
I know
that
about
came
that.
out.
What is it? Runeterra?
Yeah, Legends of Runeterra.
Yeah.
I don't remember what else there was.
TFT.
TFT, yeah, TFT existed for a few months before that.
Was it
So-
on mobile yet, though?
No. Oh yeah, it did come out on mobile.
Right now, Valorant has 74.4 thousand viewers concurrent right now on Twitch.
damn.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's not that much. It's like
Not
I
really.
mean, those people could
Yeah.
also be playing
It's
Valorant.
more than what Minecraft is right now.
Yeah,
Which
Minecraft
is
Minecraft.
was dead
that's
for a
not-
while
okay,
and like
hold
came
on.
back
My-
and is dead again.
Minecraft
Let's go look at relevant
basically dying again,
categories.
sadly.
Fortnite, Just Chatting,
You
Call of
don't
Duty
have
Modern
to say that
Warfare.
Yeah, what are
Yeah.
the numbers on those?
Modern Warfare is 128,000.
Yeah, Modern
Yes,
Warfare is right in front of Valorant with 128,000.
Just Chatting has 200,000.
What do you expect? It's just chatting.
Fortnite has 176,000.
Dude, I can't believe Fortnite is still a thing.
We've been talking about it since like the
It's
beginning.
slowly dying out.
12,
I
12
want it to die
12-year-olds
so bad.
still
It get
exist.
deleted.
Dude, I feel so bad that kids had to grow up with Fortnite.
I mean, kids are growing up with Fortnite.
To this day.
They haven't stopped growing up with it.
I think when most of us found out about Valorant, or at least when I did, was not well, yeah, that, but I mean, it was when we did our the episode right after our 1 year. That was the news episode.
That one. I thought you
'Cause
were
I-
talking about the esports one.
No, because I remember I titled it Love and Thunder, Dune, and Valorant.
Yes.
'Cause that's when I had Viper on the thumbnail.
That is, yes, I remember now.
So that's
the
when we
character
first.
that I mean.
Yes, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, I know.
No, just because I remembered your the clip. You know what? I'll link that clip below just so you get more views on that. So yeah, do you want to do the first impressions or the music leading up to the first impressions?
I would say
I mean,
music, just because it came out first, technically,
Okay.
or
Well, so you
before the
could- so,
game
okay.
officially came out.
Yeah. So you guys played the what was it?
Beta.
Beta?
Yeah, closed
Okay.
beta.
So you guys played that and got it from watching Twitch.
Yeah,
Or a
we can
person
talk
stream.
about Twitch drops, because Twitch drops are... I mean, the game did break, like, Twitch records, literally because of drops. So I don't know if you guys want to talk about that.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
You guys will be more
Yeah,
knowledgeable.
That's,
Yeah, you can do
that's
that.
how, so, like, the way they did their closed beta was... it wasn't... At first, it wasn't every Twitch streamer, but all, like, a bunch of big Twitch streamers were given drops on their channels for like beta keys. So like if you were watching a Twitch stream that had drops enabled, you had like your Riot account linked to your Twitch account, you could get the game just by watching. And so that like on the first day that Valorant was being live streamed, they weren't actually live, they were pre-recorded sessions. that people were talking over, and it had like over, I think before the stream started, the category had like 500,000 viewers, and then at like peak, I think it hit like 1.5 or almost 2 million viewers, and it was just insane viewership for the game at the very beginning. And then it held like top spot for most of the closed beta.
If not top, it was like always in like top 3. I would say.
Needless to say, this game was really big.
Before it was even out.
Yeah, but like for the beta
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Well, the beta was, I think they were just how they advertised it and just like what they were doing. It was pretty new. It
Mm.
wasn't something many companies had done before. So like having the beta closed behind just like, you know, Twitch drops was Twitch drops have been a thing, but I don't think they've been used to that degree.
No.
They've
Twitch
always
drops
been an
have never-
advertising thing, but it's much smaller.
Yeah.
It's more just getting like stuff in the game, not getting like the key to
The
play a game
game.
first.
Oh, yeah, because I kind of found that a little bit confusing, and besides the point that I didn't have time to do any of that, it was kind of like, well, what's the thing connecting in? How do I actually get it? And it was because like, oh, you have to connect to your account or whatever. But you all pretty much you guys just got it, and then it was closed for how many? Or like it was they stopped the thing and then
It was enclosed until what, like May 28th, I
End
believe.
of May.
So like
And
the
it was like
the
down
Wednesday.
for like 4 days.
oh, okay. So we we were impatiently waiting for the
Yeah, it
For
was
the
because it
release.
released June. Because they didn't give us like a release date for a while, and then they were just like 2 weeks before it was releasing. It released on June 2nd. Like 2 weeks before that, they were like, "Hey, we know we've said summer 2020, but we're doing it like now." It's just like, oh,
The game's
well,
kind of done, and it's quarantine, so
here you
might
go.
as well.
it's yours for the price of free plus any cosmetics you may want,
Plus
which
your
can go
wallet.
up to $100 per pack.
Oh shit!
Plus everything you own and
Free plus everything you own.
So do you want to do the music now?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
So when
So
we're
you
talking
started
about
off because
yeah,
you know.
when we're talking about the music, we're talking about the playlist that they made for each agent. So actually, how they introduce, so there was 10 agents that were out with the beta. When they announced that the game's coming out and that there's going to be a new map and a new agent, they also dropped a playlist on Spotify, just like kind of like how would you say it?
To
It's like kind of
advertise, market.
yeah, to advertise, but like it was like a playlist that kind of set a tone for the character. I would say.
Oh, it's like a
Yeah, they
it's like
were-
a
they
personal
were-
mixtape.
Yeah, it's like
They
personal
were,
mixtape.
curated mixtapes to
Yes.
each agent.
And after the
I've
one
I've always had that mentality, so it's really dope that someone else did it.
yeah,
Like that.
I'm actually gonna start playing one of them now.
So I already did it.
But so it started off with just the new character, and then as the week went on, I think actually it took like 4 or 5 days for all of them,
Oh, she was new.
or 3 days. Yeah, like 2-3
Oh.
days. Oh yeah, Reina was the first one, and she hadn't even been put in the game yet. So that's how they had a quick like gameplay trailer, and they released that. So then they just had a bunch of they had for the other 10 characters, they released the mixtapes, whatever you want to call them, playlists.
Yeah, it took like a day. I don't know, like a day, 2-ish days.
It was like 2 or 3, I think.
2 a day, somewhere there.
Yeah, 2 days.
Oh, they're
I'm looking
numbered.
at the I'm looking at the playlist, and some of them are 10, some are 9. 9 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was within like a 48-hour period that they were released.
Yeah.
So I just really like this thing. I like this idea of doing this because all these characters have like they come from different nationalities, so it's a good way to just like not only just advertise the character, but also just like show people like different music.
To expand your horizons.
Yeah, like because one of the characters, Cyphers, is Moroccan, and there's just like some Moroccan music that I would have never listened to if it wasn't for this playlist that I actually really enjoy. It's
Oh, you
ridiculous.
said Cypher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with Sages, and I mean, I listen to K-pop and J-pop, but I've never listened really much to Chinese pop. And now I really like this one Chinese singer.
Yeah. Same.
Exactly.
And for
That's Lee Liu, my girl.
for Phoenix, it's pretty much like you want to go like with like how it was released?
Oh, we're gonna go over each of them.
I
Are we
wouldn't
gonna
go
do
over
that, or
each-
do you want to do
I was
like
just gonna go over just the
like our
general
favorites?
idea of it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
favorites too.
Okay.
general ideas like each agent is from a country. These playlists are mostly feature singers from said country, and
Yes.
And then there's
similar
Omens,
artists.
which doesn't make any
Mhm.
sense. But we're not gonna
Yeah.
talk about his. 'cause it's
Only
trash.
sad.
We're gonna talk about Omen.
They should have just put Disturbed and like half the Doom trailer playlist on it.
Yeah, he's just got really weird instrumental songs. I don't know.
I mean, I get it, but like,
I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah,
He's edgy,
it's not
and
my
his
favorite.
music is really creepy,
Yeah.
just like him. So it fits really well.
Yeah, it works, but like not in a way that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Who has the most followers?
I think Reina's does maybe.
Rain is okay.
It was the first one to come out,
That's what I was gonna say. It's probably because it's the first one that came out.
but they all actually.
That would really like a lot of Sovas.
I was gonna say they all have like a lot, but like
The
Reach and
lower ones have
Brimstones are
like
just-
4,000.
yeah. I was gonna say they all have like a similar amount, but they don't.
No,
It's
they
kinda
don't. It's like
dips.
4 to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Omen has 6,000 followers.
I was gonna say more than
That's sad.
More than
more than
More
more than
Phoenix.
Sova.
more than Phoenix.
Phoenix. More than
I think because it came out
Brimstone
first.
and Breach.
Oh, okay.
That was like
Yeah.
I think that was like the
No, it's
third
the
or
third
one
one.
to come out. Yeah.
Yeah. it was one of
Basically,
earlier
the
ones.
way this all like
'Cause
came
Cypher's the
about
second.
was like every day that they were releasing, Patty would like
Send it in
yeah,
the
because they
Discord.
didn't
Yeah,
even
either
announce them.
most to be petty. I think there's a few that I sent.
yeah, you sent some. I know that. It was like super
I was
like
keeping my eye out. Yeah.
It was just really funny because like they didn't announce them at all. They just dropped it.
Yeah, they dropped Reina's and we're like, oh, now we're just
They
gonna
didn't
wait.
talk about it at all. Like there was no hint, no clue that it was happening, and then they just dropped it, and it was just like. wait a minute.
Also, I think you started talking about it, but each of the characters, like in their little portrait, is numbered, and
Yes,
the amount of
I said
characters.
something
Yeah,
about
so
that.
the amount of characters that are there is 11, but the highest number is actually 13. So we can assume that there's already a few characters that haven't been introduced yet.
yo,
we
I
can
didn't think about that.
So we can already say that like there's 2 more agents that are coming out soon that they just haven't talked about yet.
Oh, I can't wait. Let's speculate at the end.
This might just be my Nintendo fan of me coming out, but I think we can say that.
All right,
I
let me
think
write
this
it
is
down.
just my Nintendo fan, my this is my big brain Nintendo fan working in me.
Let me write that down. Okay,
But,
so
do
should
you
we
go,
go?
all,
should-
yeah, do
should
you
we
want to go down
favorites?
the list and just
Yeah.
say which one's your favorite and why for a little bit?
Yes. Wait, favorite
Oh,
song and playlist, or just favorite playlist?
I was gonna say favorite.
I was just gonna do
Playlist?
playlist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
Okay.
playlist.
playlist.
Ooh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I think
Shit,
Patty,
it's
you're first.
Well,
hard.
that means I have to start. Oh boy, this is a toughie.
This is easy for you.
Well, it is and it is. You know what? I'm just gonna. Yeah, let's go with Phoenix. I like Phoenix.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Because
That's gonna
he just has. Because a lot of other
Oh.
our playlists have like
No.
they feature a lot of like lesser known artists, but they did not do that with Phoenix because he's got Kodak Black, Offset, Travis Scott.
Kid
Who else is
Cudi,
on? Kid Cudi, Kendrick
Oh,
Lamar,
Kendrick, Denzel.
Future, Drake.
You got Big
who else
Shaq.
is on this one?
Yeah, they got Big
Chuck.
Shaq too.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's just like Denzel Curry. Yeah, they just
Stormzy. I know Stormzy.
that's my favorite song, the Stormzy song.
And Phoenix is from
The UK.
UK. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of British rap in here too. Like other
Which is
than
it literally bops.
it's really good.
It
It's
is.
really good. It's most of it's like mainstream rap, and the other half is just UK rap. And
Like
it's
probably
really good.
UK mainstream.
Yeah, over there.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Good
'cause I'm
choice.
pretty sure what's his face? Freaking never mind, just
Oh,
forget
but
it.
you're next.
Yeah, you're up, bud.
So I don't know. Cause like It's either between Reyna, Phoenix, or Brimstone.
Well,
And
Brimstone.
it's kind of weird because of Brimstone, because you guys know I don't listen to rock. So the fact that I said Brimstone, it's like wild.
Actually, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna say Brimstone instead. 'Cause I like the rock more. I like rock more than rap. And I like his songs. His
Damn
songs
it,
are
I-
really
Also,
good.
Joji is on
I
there.
didn't know.
Yeah, Joji is also on there, and he is my favorite artist.
Oh, then okay. I don't know why, but I didn't see that one. Joji.
I think I gotta. See, the thing is, like, I know people that's in Reynos, and I also know that are in Phoenix, because it's very difficult for me to choose.
Do you want us to come back to you?
You want to think about it?
I think I'm gonna go with Reyno.
Yo, that
Then
Tekken
again,
song.
Okay.
yeah, I'm
Make
gonna go
up
with
your
Reyna.
mind.
I'm gonna go with
fool.
Reyna. I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
Reyna. 'Cause it's got
one.
Becky G and Rihanna.
Pick one.
They also got that Tekken song.
The Lord.
Yeah. Becky
That's
G
fire.
and Rihanna. And Kali Uchi. Kali Uchi. She has a beautiful voice.
That's how you say your name?
Yeah, Kali Uchi.
Well, she does have a really nice voice. Lenny, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So which playlist do you like?
I think I like Sages.
I know who's clapping.
Yeah.
Which one did Lenny say? I didn't hear.
Sage.
Sage is honestly Sage is literally she bops too.
Yeah.
That first song, like I feel like almost every playlist has that first song that like
Yeah,
really
the first song
hooks you in.
just fucking hits.
Except for Omen. Omen is the odd one.
We
out.
don't
Omen-
talk about
Omen?
Omen, okay?
You don't
We're
have to
not
talk
gonna
about
talk.
See, the
Omen.
thing, if you like cinematic instrumental score
Yeah, it's not
music,
bad.
that's your
It's just
thing.
weird.
I like
You
it, but
can
like
fix this
it's not the
playlist
best
by having,
playlist.
It's
like,
not
a
a good
Doom
Yeah,
playlist.
it's not a good mix. Is what I'm
You just
like.
you just put a Doom playlist on it. That'd be Omen's playlist. That would
Honestly,
be much better.
yeah, just get the Doom Eternal soundtrack. Just be
Yeah,
like,
that
hey,
one.
it's Omen.
Yeah, his Omen. I like
No,
maybe
it's
like
just
2 or
like
3
15
disturbed.
tracks of Mastermind.
Oh my god, no, just no, it's just Megalovania.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I could see it. All right, so Jack, I think earlier you were saying you didn't listen. Did you listen to any of the playlists?
While we were
I was
talking.
kind of listening to
Viper.
some,
Oh,
but I've been mostly listening to Vipers. Sorry,
No, I'm okay
No,
with
it's
that.
okay.
I like Vipers
but
a
I
lot.
actually really like her playlist.
I don't know why
It's
you're
like
sorry for
edgy
enjoying good
teen
music.
reincarnate, but like I was that edgy teen, so it's fine.
That Paramore song, without a doubt, was like it made me.
It's
head
not even
bops
my
to-
favorite Paramore song. There's
But
two
it's
on
just
there. and
Paramore, which is the thing.
I know, I love
There's-
Paramore,
there's two
but
It
they
is a
didn't
good
even have
song.
Misery Business.
it is a good
There's
song.
also My Chemical Romance.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't even Misery Business, and that's what upsets me. Because imagine if Misery Business was on here, it'd be perfect. That song is literally just it's beautiful.
Mwah. Beautiful. I realize this kind of sounds weird over audio. That's fine.
Yeah, I really like the sound of Viper's playlist as well. Like all of Viper songs,
Add it to favorites.
maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
I've already have like what I think of like 6. Yeah, I have 6 of them in my favorited.
Tones, I think it's your
It
turn.
is my turn, and I'm going to go on the same boat as Lenny and say that Sage's playlist was my favorite because Lexi Liu is now one of my favorite people. Like I listened to this playlist and I was like,
Oh,
I really
yeah.
like that song, so I'm just gonna start listening to all her music, and I like pretty much all of it now.
That first song went hard, man.
It just sounds like Mando in the beginning. It just sounds like the.
No, I get what you mean
it's
too.
the same instrument. It's the same sort of tone. It just works.
Like
It's,
I'm gonna make an edit using this song and Mando clips.
they're all just so good. Honestly,
Oh,
almost
did you show me that one song from her too? That was also really good.
Manta.
I think so.
Yes,
That one was really good.
it's really good. I'm just gonna start listening to her now. There's a few songs by her that I like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel. In my soul.
That is you. I believe that is me now.
It is.
So I not only because the first song was really good, but like think Cypher's playlist was really dope. Like
I like the second song the most, I think.
yeah, there's a lot of good good songs. Like it's not like I wouldn't listen to them, but I it's not really in like my, what I normally listen to. But I'm glad I found this because it really is like really good, and I kind of want to find some more. But like either the same artist, is kind of the same genre.
I'd say this one was the most like eye-opening.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Like
think
it
when
introduced me to the most, like something I've never heard before.
yeah, I mean I've heard of one of these artists. I think from song 3, but like even then, like it wasn't. These were all really different, and like Patty was saying, it really was just eye opening because it was like the first couple that was released, and when we all
Yeah.
kind of like we all were like, oh, it's out, all right, and we all kind of hopped onto it. We're like, I don't know what this is, but it's really
Yeah,
good.
I think this is like the only playlist that I can't name a single person from. That's like, oh, I know them. Every
yeah.
other playlist I've gone through, I'm like, oh, I've heard this person before, or like at least once. Cypher, I don't know. I never heard of anybody in this playlist ever before.
I think that first song really just hooked me.
I like
to the-
Casablanca the best. I think Casablanca is the best
That
song.
song was
on the
dope.
album.
Thank you. I think that's just the best song of all of them.
No, I'm
honestly.
saying the first one really hooked me, and then the second one was like, okay, now you got
Casablanca
me
is
really.
like-
I think Casablanca was like my
Okay.
favorite song of all the playlists. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, God, that song's so good.
It is really good.
And like I don't even listen to stuff like that often, and I really enjoy that. It's ridiculous.
Awesome marketing.
It really it's.
What they did was honestly like
I just hope
so
that.
clever.
I mean, I think it's safe to assume that as agents come out, they're gonna keep on doing this.
Yeah.
Oh man, I
So
can't
I'm
wait
just
to
I'm
hear.
just excited to see like what what nationality the like, agent is, so that we can just get the playlist and find some new music off of it.
Do you
Although I
want
will
to do
say-
that at the end? At the end? When we speculate, or right now?
I don't even know anything.
We can
about it.
speculate it. Yeah, we can speculate in the end,
Okay.
just for a little bit.
Though I will say
Okay,
the
you already know who I want.
most disappointing playlist, not even Omens, but for me was Sova, because there was no Russian hard bass, and
I was gonna say
extremely
it
let
was
down.
Oh,
it
I
was
see what you
Jet because there's K-pop, but not the K-pop I was looking for.
Yeah,
Like
Not
it's
a
not
pleasant
bad,
surprise.
but like I did not see any Mamamoo, and I was heavily expecting that because it's Mamamoo, and like they just like have the same sort of vibe as just most of the Valorant playlists. So I was like, missing something here.
So I think we're ready to go on to the main.
The actual game.
Yeah.
The
So like the
game
first
itself.
impressions. I'm gonna open it up.
So
I know you're.
before-
I know you're there already, Jack.
What do you
Well,
mean?
You're playing right now.
I'm playing
what
the.
is your hot
um,
take, Dan?
So okay, so like when you first install it, it is super like. It's such a small. Game,
Yeah, it's relatively quick.
and it didn't
Yeah,
take
it's a
that
tiny
long.
game.
It's a Riot game.
Was it like 3.2?
It's like
gigs?
10 gigabytes total.
Yeah.
It took me max of like
Oh, okay.
8 minutes.
Like it was really quick when
Yeah.
like I thought it was going to be much longer. That's why I didn't really install it right away. But
Yeah,
like
it's a
it
tiny
was super
game.
quick. And the screen when it's like updating everything, or I think it's like the loading screen. That wallpaper is really dope. I think just the art style. in
Yeah, the
general,
game is
they're
really
Yeah.
pretty.
really.
I mean,
look- yeah.
Riot's art department is like one of the highest paid departments in their entire studio.
For good reason.
Yeah,
They
for
deserve
very
it,
good
man.
reason. They get paid an exceptional amount of money, and they put out exceptional work. And so I was not that surprised that it looks as good as it does.
But still, even though you expect it, like seeing it, it's just like, yeah, I love this.
Like it's sort of looking like Spider-Verse, but not completely. It has like it still has a unique look. to it, and like I don't know. It's a really like nice, like Tone said, it's a really beautiful looking game. I haven't played multiplayer yet, but like, what was you guys' first reactions when playing with other people?
Besides that, I sucked. It was fun.
Yeah, I'm not a
Uh,
PC gamer, but it was definitely fun.
As someone who
Yeah.
plays a lot of PC shooters, it's very obvious that there's a very large audience in this game that's currently playing that have never played shooters before.
Oh my
That
god.
also, it's very heavily like even for someone who's only played Counter Strike a few times, definitely based off of that quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
the lead map designer for Valorant was a map designer for Valve on CS:GO.
Well, even I'm just saying like gameplay itself. Like,
Yeah,
even
because a
just,
lot
like,
of developers,
movement
like,
and
yeah, if you like look into a vast majority of the developers' backgrounds, a lot of them were like, some of them were like 1.6 pros or big CS:GO or like CS developers. So the game's basically it's CS:GO but more,
But-
realistically, because there's obviously the abilities and ultimates and whatnot.
it's a I would say it's a I guess best way to look at it is CS:GO with Overwatch character roster almost.
Aesthetics. Oh, okay.
No, like character roster, I would say. At least.
Yeah, they like combine the class-based like hero shooter genre with the more
Like,
realistic.
It's like a Paladin Overwatch, except it plays like Counter Strike.
Yeah, it's like the mechanics of Counter Strike with the characters of Overwatch, but it did better than both of the other games.
Yeah, and I do think that the way that they go about the abilities is actually very nice. So like instead of like you don't have any like grenades or anything, it's like if a character has it, they have it. Like that if it's like they have their abilities and you would buy that instead of like grenades or
Yeah, you don't buy
or
smokes
flashes,
and
smokes.
mollies, but certain agents, like some agents have smokes.
some have mollies.
Brimstone has 3 smokes and a molly, whereas certain character, but yet there's no flashbangs. Some characters have flashbangs and no smokes, no mollies. So you just
And then there's some characters who just don't have any abilities
Yeah,
that
they
you would
have
see in a
nothing.
regular shooter or like a CS:GO like CS:GO. Whereas like Sage, she has her wall and she has her
yeah,
heal
all of her abilities.
are just
like-
completely unique to a hero based shooter.
I haven't gotten used to the abilities yet, because they're different buttons, and like I forget the like, oh, it's F, because like I don't play
Yeah.
any PC games that much, apart from just a little bit of Battlefront.
I think it's also important to note that like the ult system, it's a mix. I think we so ults every character has their own ult, like they have their own ability, and it gets charged either every time you die you get a charge or every time you get a kill you get a charge. You can also pick up ult orbs around the map that gives you a charge.
Oh, that's what they do.
Yes.
Oh,
I would ults are kind of a mix of a comeback or in a rich stay richer sort of thing. Because like if you're on a team and you're getting carried and you get literally no kills, you'll never get a charge. If you never die and you never get a kill, you're literally just 0-0. You'll never get an ult charge. But if you're on the other team and you keep on dying, at least you're gonna get ult charges over that guy. But if that one person who's getting like who's 30-6, he's gotten his ult like 4 times.
Yeah, so hold on, I'm reading it here. It says you get a 0.1 point in your ultimate for every kill, death, every time you pick up an orb, every time you plant the spike or you defuse the spike. You get 1 for every time you do one of those things.
See, it's pretty much it rewards you for doing good things, but also doesn't punish you for dying. I would say, at least as far as the ult goes. So that's why I say it's like a rich get richer and comeback mechanic like at the same time. And I would say that's fair for what it's doing, because
Yeah,
it
rewards momentum.
Yes.
Because if you
So-
start
gotta
getting
put
on a
multiple
roll,
players in.
it's like, okay, we're going to keep you on a roll. We're not going to let something stupid and just unlucky screw you over.
Also, like, if you can tell when people have their ults, that includes you and your teammates and the opponents.
Yes,
that's
you
good
can
for
keep
knowing,
track
like,
of those easily.
Yeah. So that's good for knowing when you can blow your ult or when, like, whether you should or shouldn't. Because if the other team has all their ults and you're the only one who has their ult, may not be the best idea because your ult can just get countered out by two of theirs. On the other hand, if your team has all your ults and the other team has one or none, that might be the round where if you're losing, it's time to make a comeback.
Hmm.
It's
really-
it's a very good way of just like, okay, the game is faster than Counter-Strike, and this is one of the reasons why I would say that's like
Gotta-
forced to be that way.
I really got to play the multiplayer part. Like, even though, like, we have fun on like a custom match, I still kind of want to try it because I
Oh, yeah.
tried the Battlefront multiplayer, and it's really difficult. Like, I keep like moving just slightly, and then like get sniped out of nowhere, like somewhere like far away. I'm like, okay,
Damn,
I-
bro, what kind of lobbies you playing in? I hardly play with snipers when I play Battlefront.
oh, well, I don't know. I just hit multiplayer. It randomized.
And I just personally, I've been liking the custom games we do just because it's like I don't have to care.
Oh no, it's really fun.
Yeah,
Like, is it the same kind of modes you do in regular multiplayer?
yeah.
Or is it okay?
Yeah, there's unrated and there's unrated, rated, which is just ranked, and then they added a new one on release called Spike Rush, which is just a gimmick mode, honestly.
Well, he's saying when you play the custom games,
No,
are you
yeah.
playing the same
Yeah,
ones that you would
they're
be
the
playing.
they're
Yeah,
the same exact rules.
They're really fun. Like, I think one time we did a like when I was in, like, for the first okay. When I first went in to do the, like, after the tutorial and everything, when I first played with you guys, it was like we had to kind of even out the character or the players. And
Yeah, we did
although
3v3s with perfectly balanced teams.
although one time we did like 2v3, like,
But yeah, it just
was still
depends on
really
how many people we had, though. And there was that one time Jack wanted to get 1v4'd. And it took you 9 rounds to get a kill.
I forget if you were streaming or not.
It's alright, Jack. I wouldn't have gotten any kills.
You might have been able to. You could have killed Jack.
I don't know. He has better aim than me.
I don't know.
You actually know how to use a mouse and keyboard than me.
Me,
Better
Patty,
than me.
I
Antonio
would just,
will
I would just
spawn.
kind of lump all three of you together. Which is saying a lot about you and Antonio, because you two have never played a PC shooter before, and Jack has.
Yeah, if it was controller, it's a different.
I think your only problem is, Brandon, is that you literally lag too much to play the game, or at least
Don't worry.
like you're lagging
My
behind.
computer's getting built very, very soon.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
the solution, which in theory should help.
It will. Trust me, it definitely will.
We have to hope.
That's all we have.
Yeah.
So, like, any do you want to go like list by list, not list by list,
Maybe
but like
just-
down the line of like first impressions of the game? So basically, you start Patty.
Well, I mean, as soon as I heard about the game, I was like, I'm going to play this because I have a couple hundred hours on CS:GO, but that game is honestly just a little too hard. It's a little not hard. It's a little too intense for me. As in, I don't want to be like, you have to sweat really hard in Counter-Strike. I don't want to do that. That's not fun. And plus, there's no casual mode, right? Like, there's no like there's a competitive like rule set, which I like playing that, but I don't want to play competitive. You know what I mean? Like, I like, because in League there's there's a mode where you can play with the ranked rule set, but it's not actually ranked. It's the same thing in Siege. There's like unranked game modes, but they have the same, like, standard rules that that ranked has. But CS:GO doesn't have that. But Valorant has that, and so it's just, I don't know, it's a lot more enjoyable to play. And I can play it casually and still have fun. I don't have to like try hard to have fun.
I'm back.
You didn't miss something. We were just talking about
Yeah,
Patty's first impressions
my first impressions.
coming from CS:GO.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cisco
mosquito-
and
Now a
Siege.
mosquito got into my room, so I'm just like, I don't feel like getting bit.
I do like the way they did a good job of like balancing their like the abilities around gunplay. Like I mean, I think like Raze is the exception because every single one of her abilities has kill threat, which I think is kind of stupid. When they made the game specifically to like it's a gunplay first, ability second, but then every ability has kill threat. What can you do? There's only one, which is good. I'm glad there's only one. Because if there were more like that, then it would be problematic. But for the most part, the agent design is really good.
So balanced, and you don't have to sweat.
Yeah, because I mean that's just the Riot motto. I mean this is the unofficial motto, but we take other good games and make them easier to play. Because that's what League is. League is just easier Dota. Their card game is just easier Hearthstone, and this is just easier CS:GO. So I'm not surprised that I think it's just a good game just in general. I don't think there's too many problems with it.
I mean, I might actually try out Runeterra at this point because Riot just makes good games.
If you've played Hearthstone and like Hearthstone, because the big thing about Legends of Runeterra is you don't have to buy card packs. So you don't have to gamble for cards you want. You can just buy
That's
them, which
nice.
is cool. Yeah, which is good. Big brain decision.
Why is this mosquito's huge?
You got a window open?
No,
Oh,
I never had one open. I don't know why it got in. Also, my windows have screens on them.
It probably flew in with someone like Ian out.
I know. I got a towel ready. That's all I
you
got.
got a whole towel?
Well, it's like a small towel. It's like a hand
Oh,
You
towel.
gotta whip
okay.
that shit. When
You,
he
got-
says
you
you
gotta,
bop.
you gotta like, yeah. All right, Lenny.
Hello.
What about you? What was your first impression coming into this game?
My first impression. I didn't like the abilities too much personally when I first heard of it.
Uh huh.
Um,
Like not
I heard of it.
not
Robin?
all of them. Neither one of them. Like
I didn't like the idea of having CS:GO with abilities at first because when I first heard of it, I've
Oh.
heard it from a Rainbow Six Pro. Him saying "Oh, this is gonna be the next pro game and everything." So I was kind of iffy on it, having abilities while also having a lot of CS:GO mechanics. So I was like, I'll wait for release to see what is actually with the game. And then when I started playing it, it felt easier than I thought it'd be. For me at least, the controls were simple to understand, even though I played CS for maybe a month, and then Siege for a lot longer. So I guess I just adapted to the controls of it a little bit better.
hmm
Um, I'm trying to think what else is there. Um, I'm gonna steal a little bit off of Patty how there's parts in the game where you don't even have to care. There's points during the beta specifically, I would just fuck around a lot.
Shorty's on pistol round, am I right?
Shorty's on pistol.
I gotta hate them.
They had a rush spawn with Shorty. Oh shit.
So did you end up liking the abilities?
The
Afterwards?
abilities, yeah. Yeah, the abilities after a while, they were balanced. I like how they worked. Me specifically, I played the Omen. His abilities were lackluster in the beta, but then became slightly better during when the game was released.
I wouldn't say slightly.
No.
I mean, a
That's not
lot.
slightly.
Yeah, but he's
Because,
still
his
outclassed,
smokes,
I'd say.
his smokes became much easier to use. Well, and blinding is also. I know that it goes to walls now because it now has an actual effect. Other than it game being hey, it just shunt out a few buttons. Good job. I'm like, wait, I don't know who's blind or not. That's also a thing. They also updated the game a lot from beta to release, which is a really good thing, and not a lot of games do that, in my opinion. Where they take the beta and be The beta seems fine. We'll update it as we go and release the full game as it was in the beta.
Yeah,
So-
I expect updates pretty quick.
Yeah. So I see Valorant as a really good game. And I hope that it gets much better. And
Did we also say like in our first impressions what character we main? So we don't have to go down the line again.
I mean, Patty pretty much said it, and Lenny pretty much said it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
I talked
what did Patty
about
say?
Reyes and how I think her abilities are kind of cheap, so I don't know if I really want to say. I might have.
Patty's a
outed it.
raised main.
I might be a Reyes main, but that's only when I play with you guys because it's easy frags.
What do you play usually then?
When I play solo, like Brim Sova, when I want to get Cypher, it'll probably just be like Cypher Sova.
Oh. I want to. I'll say mine later. Okay. So was that?
Brandon.
Was it okay? Yeah, Brandon.
Oh wait, were you done, Lenny?
No, I was gonna say was that? Yeah. was
oh
that-
yeah, yeah.
Okay, Brandon.
Brandon.
So obviously, like we mentioned, like I'm new to PC gaming, so it's a big learning curve. But honestly, for this being like the first shooter I played on PC, it was a obviously there's tryhards in the game, but it's honestly the game makes me have a fun experience, especially playing with you guys, because it's like Patty says, all you gotta do is just click heads.
Yeah, click head
Like, that's
shoot
it.
them. That's the
Like,
motto.
it's literally like a simple game to get used to. Like all you gotta do is like click WSD, and then shift, crouch, all that easy stuff. So it's just like I've always wanted to play CS too. Every time like in middle school and high school, watching or seeing people play, I was like, this one looks cool, but I never had like
This one kind of
computer that-
slaps.
yeah. And then when Patty mentioned this game, it's like, okay, it's kind of cool. And then when he mentioned abilities, it's like, oh, so how's this gonna work? And then Tones was saying like, oh, this and that, each character's gonna be different, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, that's gonna be cool. And honestly, this game is honestly dope.
I was like the Brandon one word paladins.
Yeah, that too.
In some ways, it is kind of like Paladins.
Yeah, because each character's got his own special thing.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about this game too. Like it's not like everyone's the same cookie cutter thing. Like you buy guns and you shoot and you kill. No, like everyone's different. Like everyone's different. They got their own abilities, their own unique things. So it's like it's dope.
Yeah, they didn't fall into the Overwatch trap where they have 4 characters who do the same exact thing. It's like everybody's buying the same guns, but there's like technically like classes of agents, but they're all like within their classes. The agents are very, very distinct. Like no 2 agents do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some are like I would say there's like some all arounders. Like I would say Brimstone's probably an all arounder to a certain extent. But then I don't think anyone else really else is like Brimstone when it comes to just like having something of each.
Yeah.
Most people are more
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah, but no, people are pretty unique in this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
like that.
The playlist has made it like clear too.
So, Brandon, who you been playing while you play?
I love Reyna because of reasons, but I suck with her. But it's either Sova or Sage, just because Sage she heals and has the ice wall, which I freaking love. The ice wall ability just to block.
Oh, it is dope. Yeah.
And they nerfed it again.
What do you mean? What happened?
So, well, today there was a patch. So before you could cast Sage's Wall 20 meters in front of you,
Yeah.
but now you can only do 10 meters in front of you. Which is
You got to get
which
up
is-
closer.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Damn.
To put it in perspective, I don't. You guys know the map Haven, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on the
Oh.
A site, that Heaven on A site.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to stand like right underneath
And
the window.
Oh yeah, because
on
before
Heaven.
you could literally be on the site and just
You
put
could
it
you
all.
could wall on site. Now you can't do that. You have to be like right underneath it. So it's bad. They like they massacred the wall.
yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
mean
not
it's,
really
still,
metal.
it's still usable.
yeah.
You can't. You have to use it in like completely different ways now.
Yeah, either her or Sova. Like those are the only two that I'm I'm comfortable with. Just because one heals, and then one just has the arrows.
The wall hack arrows are very nice.
Yeah,
You said Sova?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that has that.
I played Viper once in a while. She's kind of cool, but I prefer Silver Sage. I don't get enough kills to play with Reyna, so I can't use her abilities at all. The most kills I got in the game was like 5.
Hey, we don't need to talk about that.
I get hard carried anyway. It's all right.
Did Sam though?
This is the one game where I can say I'll get hard carried in. But yeah, I think that's it for me.
Jack boy, how you? What is you?
So is it character and then what I think, or what I think then the character?
What do you think then the character?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
What I thought of this game was that it was really fun because I like when characters have their own unique ability, and it's not a super fast rated game where it's not like Call of Duty where you keep shooting and then you die and then you respawn. I don't like those type of games. I like how you have to think about what you do for each round and stuff. And the character that I really like to use is Viper because her abilities are super cool. Where her ult is where you can gas a big.
Ult is so disgusting. I freaking love it whenever you ult on bomb site.
Yeah, it's like this big foam pit area comes alive.
Gas.
It's a smoke.
Smog.
It's a smoke.
It's
The game
smoke.
calls it
Smog.
smoke. Let's not say foam. Foam is kind of weird.
It's a smoke that does
Foam.
like perpetual damage. That if you go out of it, you heal.
Yeah,
Call it decay.
Um,
The only thing I don't like about that is that it's like it hurts your allies too. So it's
Yeah.
a very like, okay, use this when you're by yourself and no other time.
what I also like about it is that you can see the enemies getting into it. They turn red
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff,
bright red.
which makes it easier to click head, shoot dead. Yeah.
I'd say it's one of the better clutch ults.
Yeah.
I would say otherwise, since unfortunately Viper is generally regarded as just the worst agent.
Oh.
She looks
Oh.
cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
her
she's not
abilities are.
fun.
I mean, yeah, but her abilities are kind of bad.
Yeah.
Because like she has this wall that she can throw out that you can like take up and down whenever you want. But the
No,
thing
you can't
is,
pick the wall back
yeah,
up.
you can't pick it. No.
No, you can
You could take
put
it
off
down,
this
bring it back
put off
up.
this poison.
Yeah,
or
you
not.
can turn it on and off
Oh,
whenever you
okay.
want, but you can't pick it. That's the problem, is you can't pick it up.
Yeah, you can
And
pick up
so,
your Q, the one where you
yeah,
just throw
You
the
pick up-
gas
yeah,
grenade down.
the glass cloud.
but that's like the less important of her abilities.
Yeah.
That's how her like acid splash does to her.
And it
doesn't-
does
yeah.
damage to that's kind of
Then again, they
stupid,
all
huh?
do.
He's
Except
like,
for
no, I'm not gonna
Phoenix.
play it.
Phoenix is
it's
the only ones whose abilities don't affect him because they heal him. Because that's just how he works.
yeah.
Everybody else's abilities damage them if they do damage.
What is Breach's ult? I don't think I've ever seen his ult yet.
It's like his E, but like it's a wider
in a cone.
area.
In a cone.
There's like
Yeah.
waves of compression waves, like
yeah.
through the like wall.
Imagine his
in the
E,
map.
Well,
but
you know when you
sideways.
remember the off with your heads. That
Oh, is that where he's shooting through the walls?
Yeah.
yes. Well, that's all of his things, but yes.
Because
Yeah, well-
the only one I didn't know was his, because I know it was Cypher's and the rest.
Because his range is
Cypher,
basically
Whitney,
half
Warren.
of a map.
It's pretty much his E, but it's a wider area, and
It's a
okay.
cone. It's a cone version of his E.
Yeah.
Okay.
it's pretty good.
It does more. It is very
It can-
good.
It can literally like it can hit the whole site.
It can solo take most sites. You
Yes.
can just hold onto a site and basically just walk in behind it.
I might have to get him next.
It's pretty fun.
Because I like Brimstone, his ult, but it doesn't do a wide enough area.
It's still good though. If someone's in a corner, they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really easy. You just need to be able to place it well.
Is it my turn now?
I think so.
Jack, are you feeling out?
Yes.
All right. So me,
Yes.
I usually don't like first-person shooters. We all know that.
Yes,
I play Pokemon. I play RPGs.
yes.
But
Strategy games.
You
yeah,
do watch anime.
yes. But I also played Paladins, and I enjoyed that a lot. So when I heard about this, I was like, oh, I'll play it. It's a Riot game. I can get into League. I'm not great at League, but like I'll play it, and if I'm with people, I'll enjoy it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna play it with you guys, and I'll probably have fun. And I played it, and I had fun, even though I'm trash. But I still have fun with it.
You're better than me.
No, I'm not, Jack. Shut up.
Yes, you are.
I'm actually not.
Some games you are.
I think it's mostly Jack doing better. I'm gonna be honest.
It's a rotation of who does better between.
Because
Yeah.
there's like that one game I did better than Lenny, but that was Lenny's practice game, so it didn't count.
Yeah,
It's like when something kicks in and one of us just goes off.
Oh no, there was like one game where I was just like, wait, recoil's a thing. So I was just like, huh,
Oh, yeah.
kills.
Yeah, you have to like pull down.
Yeah, like there's one game where I just learned that in particular, so I was like, oh, this
Yeah,
game's easy.
the good thing
Valorant.
is that the way like in most games recoil patterns are pretty random, but in Valorant, because the way it works in CS:GO is you can learn a spray pattern to the point where you can't miss a shot if you just practice it, and they do work the same exact way in Valorant. You can learn the spray pattern, like the bullets go the same way every single time you're shooting.
Without a doubt, that clip of when me and Lenny and Patty was just rushing that one girl with Odin's for the last round. Y'all remember that?
I hate the Odin.
Yeah, the other one's pretty bad.
Odin on Haven actually makes me want to cry because you can literally wallbang half the map.
God, I love the doors. I like when you're Reyna and you can just like ult the doors.
You wanna know something great? So, you know, right in front of B, right? If you're coming from attacker spawn, there's that little cubby right in front of B. You can
talking about
wallbang. Yeah, on Haven.
Okay.
Oh, the boxer?
Yeah.
The little corner? No. The
Yeah.
corner before you enter into sight on attacking side. The little cubby
Okay.
that you can sit in. If you look at that wall towards garage, you can wallbang that with the Odin. And you can shoot into garage.
Fun.
It's a wallbang that exists. It's hilarious.
Ascent on B main. Apparently, you could shoot through that wall, shooting the wall from B main into the B site.
Which one? The wall from where the door is?
Yeah, the wall from where the door is, like a good, like I think after the
Like me
box.
from attacker side?
Yeah, from attacker side.
Yeah.
I got.
Also, you can wall up. You can wall up to the window
Oh
Which
yeah, that's
stage?
true.
on the box.
Yeah, on the box where the ult point is, you can wall there, and you have like complete site access. I throw stuff because those windows you can throw stuff through them. So I like shoot. I throw grenades and arrows through there all the time.
But as for characters I play, Sage. I like being able to just like sit back and
Sage, and also Sage.
Sage.
Well, I was gonna say Breach, because it's literally
sometimes-
anybody that I can just like sit back with and just be like, So you guys go in first.
I've hit my buttons. Now go.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I think they're fun. I think Breach. I want to learn more with Breach because I think Breach is really good, and I think
He's got some tech. He doesn't have a lot of tech.
It's more just like figuring out like where people where are
Scan.
yeah.
I think the most tech is probably with his the C, which is like the blast through the wall
Mhm.
that like can kill people. Because all of his abilities, well, his E doesn't, but his flashbang and his I don't even know what to call it. The blast, they have to go through walls.
Yeah.
Like you can't just throw them out into the air. You
Yeah.
have to hit them. You have to hit a wall first. Which is
Honestly,
interesting.
I'm thinking about this now. I should just play Breach when we play an Ascent, so we can go through B.
Perhaps.
Is it my turn? Oh, hold on, give me a sec.
Should we talk about maps too?
I think we've been talking about them. I think it's fine.
Oh.
mean, we just haven't talked about Split or Bind yet. But then again,
Sorry.
Ascent and Haven are the ones you're going to be playing when you play right now, so it's
Oh, I
fine.
did play Split today, and it was great. I actually top fragged too. It was awesome.
Split's growing on me.
I've never been happier to play. I think literally the only reason why I like playing Split now is because I literally didn't play it for like 2-3 days straight.
Well, when the beta was out, it was like the only one for a while, right?
It was one of the most played maps. It was the map I played the most during the beta, and like the first few days on release, it was like the map I just didn't play. It was like I was lucky if I got a game on Bind. Other than that, though, I did find out that they didn't say it. They only said it after they turned it off. But Ascent was they called it a featured map, so that map did have a higher pick rate or play rate.
I think it's
kind of
I
grinded
think
my gears.
when you have 4 maps, you don't need to do that. But
yeah.
I
But
get the
people,
idea.
yeah, they wanted people to play the new map, so it's just like, okay, whatever. But like, tell me first, please.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember seeing a tweet about that, though I might have missed it because I don't pay attention that much.
Sorry, I thought I heard my mom talking. Okay, so my first impressions. So I got the game like much later than you guys did. You guys got the game when the open beta was a thing.
Closed beta.
Closed beta,
Closed
sorry.
beta.
And I don't know the terms. And then the game was fully released, and you guys were like, "Oh, get the game," and I didn't get it for like another few days. And then once I played it, I was still kind of adjusting to PC gaming because once I got the PC built, I was like, I'm gonna get Battlefront. I got it, and I was kind of adjusting there, but it's also adjusting to Valorant because they're kind of different controls as well. And like I didn't know what to expect necessarily because I've never played CS:GO or any other like anything like that. The only game I sort of played was Paladins with Brandon and Tones. And even then I didn't play it that much. So it was something like that. And like I thought it was like when I started getting into it a lot more, I was like, okay, this is really dope. This is like I can see myself having fun. Even though it was like just private matches and everything. It was still really fun. And like I said, I should probably do some multiplayer sometime soon because like I kind of want to see how it is, but like it's still really cool. I feel like I shouldn't be the last person to talk about it because I don't know much about it because I was like the last person to get it. But like it's still it's a dope game. And like the mechanics. I think I got used to. Oh, that's the thing I want to talk about, the running. I got used to the running in Minecraft and Battlefront. That like I tried to do that when we were playing Valorant.
Yeah, the movement.
And you guys were like, "Oh yeah, you can't run. You switch to the knife, you run faster."
Yeah, there's no sprinting.
Yeah,
like,
and I was
default walking is the fastest you can go.
Yeah, and I was like double pressing W, and I'm like, it's not working.
Man, why is my sprint key not fucking working?
And so that was a little bit weird, but like I kind of got over it a little bit. And then, as far as aiming, there's no really aim button unless the weapon of your choice has a scope, or like I forgot which one has it. Is it the Guardian one?
Some guns do, like both the LMGs.
Oh, Bulldog or something.
The assault rifles, the SMGs, and the LMG. Actually, everything but the pistols has an ADS.
Shotgun.
And the shotguns too. Yeah, shotguns don't have one. But like ADSing, so like the way it works in Valorant and similar to Counter-Strike is when you're using a gun, you don't need to ADS. Like where your crosshair is where those first few bullets are going to be.
Yeah.
They're going to be there. That's just the way it's going to work. Like 100% of the time. And then there's the recoil patterns which is the way in which your bullets will spread out after if you keep holding down the trigger. Which are, each gun has its own pattern that you can just learn, which is another nice thing about it.
Mm-hmm. And like, I think the abilities I didn't get used to because I didn't know what they did. Because like every time I try to read, like, oh, this is what they do. Like the loading screen would be like just really quick, and I'll be like, okay, well, I don't have that much time. But like as far as the character that I've been maining, it's Jet. I forget why I chose her. I think it's because you guys like just pick a character you think looks cool.
Yeah.
And I think you said that, Penny.
I might have. And then you picked Jet, and I was just
Yeah.
like, well, I can't say anything, because Jet is considered like the most, like if you want to play Jet, it's like the agent for like the most mechanically intensive players.
Because of the jumping
why?
and dashing.
Because
Oh,
she's got like all the dashes and the jumps.
She's the
got
Genji of the
most-
game.
Yeah, she's got the
well, I
most
was gonna
movement.
say I really like that about her. I like the even though like I have to like figure out a way to make a shot in midair. It's still really cool that like she has like the wind push her up, and then
Another thing that you need to learn is that so the way your spray pattern works depends on the type of movement you're doing. So like if you're midair, you're not hitting your shots. Like your
why is
spread
that
is
there?
huge. Why is what there?
Why is the jump there? Is it just to get?
Because you get a high ground. There's high ground's advantage points.
Oh,
Like nobody's gonna like everybody's gonna be peeking at like their eyesight level. Nobody, most people won't peek, staring up into the air at all the high ground above them. And it's also just added movement.
because that actually makes a lot of sense. Because like I forget who I was. It might have been versus Patty or versus Antonio, but I forget. But it was one time when I had a barrier, or there was a barrier that Lenny put up, and I used the wind thing to like make me float, and I tried to shoot because I know they were there, but they got me.
Yeah, when you're in midair, your bullets just aren't going. They're going nowhere.
Got
They're like in the corner of your screen.
But I really do like her look and the character kind of abilities. They kind of flow really well together. But yeah, that's it for me. What else we got?
I'm just gonna pipe in real quick because I just found something out. Not about Valorant, but apparently, Persona games may be ported to Steam.
Persona?
Yeah, I read about the Persona something Golden something.
For Golden.
Her Golden Sun.
And that's a good thing because it's a good game.
You gonna get it?
I'll play it again.
Yeah, I kept seeing
I'll
memes.
play it again.
Apparently, these were like PS Vita. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, that's a PS Vita game. The original one was PS2. Persona 3 is PS2. Persona 5 is.
It was like all the PS Vita games that people cared about had been ported off to PC, and it was just like, well, you are officially useless. Goodbye, PS Vita.
All of them, or just some of them?
Well, I think just PS4 for now, but that probably means that sooner or later Persona 3 and.
There are a few other games. Yeah, the meme was like on Twitter that like a bunch of games that like popular games that were like the main reason why people still had PS Vitas were now just getting ported. They're just getting ported to PC, so it's just like, oh,
don't need that anymore.
Don't need this. In the trash you go.
All right, I'm done.
Is there anything else you want to talk about that's important to highlight?
My birthday, that's tomorrow.
We're talking
literally in a couple hours. In an hour.
Yes, but we're talking about
yeah.
Valorant.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
The audacity.
I mean, besides like character, like new agents that we'd want or speculations, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
It's just the national, because they're going to be from a country. I highly doubt there's going to be any overlap of countries this early on.
Yeah, I mean, we have like 2 Americans, but that's literally it.
Yeah, Americans
That makes
don't
sense,
count.
though.
Yeah, we don't count. We're not real.
Yeah, we aren't people.
America doesn't actually exist.
I mean, it's gonna happen sooner or later, so I'm just gonna say it. Japan. We already have
Oh.
China. We already have Chinese and Korean. So I don't think it's next, but I think it's only a matter of time before it comes.
Because I know what there's only 11, right? And there's 13 numbers on the
Yes.
playlist.
So that
there's
means
2.
2 are left. I haven't seen any correlation with the numbers.
Let's just say for the sake of this, let's just assume that those numbers mean the total number of agents.
Yes.
And that we're assuming that there are 2 new agents being added.
For now.
Now.
If we're talking about nationalities, maybe a African, like an actual African.
A bit different, yeah, because
well, Moroccan is like, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Africa, but it's like North Africa.
Okay, yeah. It's like near the Middle East, right?
No, it's on the opposite.
Oh, it's on the other side. Sorry,
it's more southern.
It's like
maybe,
northwest. It's like northwest Africa.
Oh,
it's at the very top.
Oh,
Reina.
So Reina is Mexican.
Oh, Reina's Mexican.
Okay.
So this is
You
a
could get
Mexican.
I mean, personally, Italian would be fun.
Perhaps.
I mean, we have for Europeans. We actually, I mean, how many
It would be
Europeans we
cool
got?
to get an Irish person.
I mean, we got a Scottish
No, we're
one
not
for
cool.
now. Yeah, I feel
So
like
there's an American, a Russian, a Chinese, a Mexican, I think a Brazilian. I don't know what race is. A Brazilian.
That's what I was gonna say, because I was like, what is
Englishman,
Reina?
A British,
an alien,
a British, a thing,
Oh.
a Korean, a Moroccan, another American, and a Swede.
definitely like an Italian.
I know what
But,
I want. I know who I want.
Who?
I want an Aussie
Oh,
and a French.
yes.
I want a French.
I don't know why I thought you would say French.
Dude, I love the French, dude.
I want to say I'd want an Italian and a Japanese, but if I want them in like completely different, I don't know. I kind of want to say
I think
like,
Aussie would be good, would be like a fit.
I just really like
Yeah.
Australian people. They're hilarious. They're my favorite.
Aussie.
If it wasn't I'd definitely like, well, an Aussie I 100% want. But other than a French, somewhere from the Middle East, because I just feel
I was
like
gonna
they
say
don't-
Middle East. Yeah.
They just don't. I just feel like they just don't get enough representation.
Yeah. I just
know.
don't know. I just don't know if like stigmas would stop that from happening.
I
Like,
mean, there's
I
no,
do-
it's not terrorists and counter-terrorists. You know, they don't have like those names, so I don't feel like it would be that big of a deal.
I just don't know if like the public would be okay with
Yeah.
that. I feel like there'd definitely be backlash about that, and I don't know if Riot's willing to do
They'd
that.
have to do it right, and I feel like
They definitely could, but I
Probably
feel like even if they
could.
did it right, there's gonna be a vocal minority.
yeah, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
A bunch of dickheads. Even though nothing's happening.
Yeah, honestly.
Honestly.
I want to actually. You know what? I know we have a Brazilian, but we don't like Brazil is weird for me when it comes to South American because they're more Portuguese than they are actual Hispanic.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna
Yeah.
go with a South American like Hispanic, I want to go Uruguayan.
I
want
wonder
Chilean.
why. No.
Mm.
Dude, have you ever heard of a Uruguayan character? Let's be honest.
No.
Yeah,
That's true.
interesting.
That's true.
The only Uruguayan character I know is my father.
My-
But yeah, that's all
as
I
far
can
as
think.
I was gonna say, as far as speculating, I think that's like as far as we go.
I mean,
Or
there's
as we
nothing that
can go.
Yeah, there's nothing that we're guessing. It's more just what we want at this point.
But yeah,
This is
because
pretty-
we're making an assumption based off of numbered playlists.
And who's to say that that's not the end?
Yeah. Oh no,
I mean-
I don't think it's the end. I don't
What
think
if we get all of our predictions?
Patty, how many
Actually-
characters do you think they're going to put in? Do you think they're going to keep on adding characters, or do you think they're going to? Do you think it's going to get oversaturated?
I don't think they're ever gonna stop, but I think they're gonna do it all very slowly.
Okay, so yeah, I feel like these first two are going to come out somewhat quickly, and after that, it's going to be very slow.
Yeah, I would hope like 1 to 2 a year.
Yeah, because I think this game is very easy to get oversaturated, and
Yeah.
it shouldn't be. So I feel like they need to either take it, actually not to either, but take it really slow and make each character very unique.
Yeah, if they don't do the same mistake that Seeds did and say we're gonna have 50 characters by the end of like what 2 or 3 years.
Their goal is
know,
also
that's not
having
even
100
5 years.
characters.
That's not even that
Yeah.
bad, dude. League's about to hit 150.
I mean, yeah, but like with Siege, it's just like pros are complaining about it, and
That's
when you
because
know it's a
Ubisoft
problem.
doesn't do it right.
Yeah,
Because Ubisoft doesn't balance. Ubisoft
Yeah,
puts
Ubisoft-
things out unbalanced and then waits 7 months to balance them.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think the other problem is that like these characters, I feel like if you're making them super unique, I don't know if it's gonna have the. I don't know if it's gonna be like, okay, new character comes out, it's broken, or because everything's so unique, nothing feels too broken.
So this is also because this is a precedent that has been set in League and within Riot is that they do completely like rework. Like they've done it in League where they've reworked old
Oh
champions.
no, I understand that. I'm just saying like once stuff comes out, is it gonna be made so it seems completely broken, or is it gonna be made because everything's so unique, it doesn't feel that broken and things are just gonna get balanced as need be?
I don't know, because this is a different design team. Because like I'm basing all of this off of just the League design team, which they generally release things slightly overpowered or a little overpowered, but not like Jesus Christ, the
feel like
game is
that's
broken
fine,
overpowered.
though, because
And
you
then
make it slightly overpowered so that it feels like, oh, like I want this character. It seems really cool.
League also does the thing where we have 2-week patches. We have a patch every 2 weeks. So
Because I feel like that's what Paladins does. Like they'll make like I mean Paladins also has the problem of like everything's. No, I know, but I feel like they do the thing where it's like everything's broken to a certain extent.
Everything's broken, so nothing's
But
broken.
I feel like they make it
So
so like,
everything's
okay,
balanced.
this new character, kind of busted, but you're not allowed to use it in ranked, so it's fine until we balance it.
Mhm.
But you get to have fun with this character while it's still busted. It's like when they release a character, it's like still in beta. Is there anything else you want to say about the game?
I don't think
I
so.
think that's it.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So, Patty, do you want to do the outro?
Is there a script for the outro?
No, there's just general outline. It's not the
Oh
script.
boy. Oh god. I don't know if I feel up to it.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, why not?
So, first of all, thank you all for listening to this episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast. We very much appreciate it. If you want to listen to more, you can listen to us on all those apps we always talk about. Stitcher, Google Play,
Mhm.
iTunes, YouTube. There's another one that I'm forgetting. Spoofy, yes, the Spotify. I'm on
The
it right now.
brand.
It's fine.
It's
You can also
okay.
email us at nerdsbelikepod@gmail.com if you ever have any questions or you want us to do a certain topic. You can tell us that we're trash, like I always tell you to do. Also leave comments wherever you're listening if you can. It always helps. Let us know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
We have merch.
You can also review the podcast on
Yes.
the iTunes area.
We have merch. TeePublic.
Yeah.
Yay.com/ValiantStar. Or it's not that, but it's Valiant Star on there.
Let me check.
Brandon, how's that merch?
That shit is pristine, cuz.
Pristine. So it's okay. So it's tpublic/user/Valiant Star. But it'll be in the description.
Yeah, it's all in the description. You already know.
Oh crap! Even though I know this will go up much later, there's a sale right now.
Yeah, it's $13.
Yeah, I just looked at it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. Good to know. And besides that, we have a bunch of resources for the quarantine, aid for that, but also aid for the Black Lives Matter movement. What's been
Mhm.
happening? Just helping out with that. It doesn't, even if you don't have much, if you have anything to spare, it's always helpful.
Yeah, like for now, forget the merch, but like keep it in
Yeah.
the back if you want to like buy some.
Yeah, that's
later,
that's
but,
why
like,
we're
for
saying
now,
that's why we're saying this last. Like
Yes.
honestly, this matters more. So
yes, more pressing matters. There's definitely some more petitions going around. Like Sadiq, like he shared one that was really like I didn't even hear about this, but like it was really like devastating and like really like handled really poorly as well. But like, there's definitely a lot more petitions. If it's not in the links that I will provide in that whole like link card, I will also provide other petitions that have come up recently as well. If for people who want to check them out and like sign them and everything, I'll also put that there. As far as that, I think that's pretty much it. Both for that and the episode. So thank you everybody for listening. We'll catch you next week for something, I guess, familiar. I don't know what we're gonna do. I think it's is it the tier thing, or is that
Do we want to do that? I'm down.
Oh,
okay?
I've been watching.
Patty's-
I've been
I
watching.
know. I
I've
nearly
been
didn't say
watching
it.
them like every day. I've been watching like another one, dude. I'm
Okay,
so
all I'm saying
excited.
is you all gotta watch Cowboy Bebop soon because I really want to.
Yes,
do that
yeah.
episode.
That's
I'm
it.
sorry. I got to do that. Yeah. So yeah, maybe
I
tier list,
really
maybe
wanna
not.
talk about that show. I'm gonna refresh on my Cowboy Bebop video
What
essays.
knowledge? Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah, video
that too.
essays, episodes, the movie, more.
I need to
video
watch the movie
essays.
still.
I don't know. do we
Animated
wanna-
fan films.
I don't know if I want to watch them. I don't know how I feel.
I don't either.
Gotta look for a fan dub if there's one.
What if we just don't? What if we just do the show?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna listen to Rain while we.
I'm also
close
gonna
out.
do that, yeah.
Hold on. Yeah,
It
get
is
your
by far-
favorite song.
It is by far the best song in that show.
Everything
Love
is
that
okay
organ.
with-
That organ.
God.
So thank you everyone for listening, and like I said, tune in back next week for a possible tier list. We're not gonna say
Y'all get
what.
ready to be triggered.
Well, yeah, I think I'm a little triggered.
You're gonna be very triggered.
But it's okay. It's only game.
Why you mad?
Yeah. Stay safe. Bye.
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 Oh!
Whoa.
Well,
Yeah.
that is an interesting way to end it, huh?
Yeah, I agree. I too walk in the rain.